Now, President Philip Nyusi of Mozambique comes with the news of a dialogue with the opposition parties there. Now, what is in the agenda of this proposal? There is a restoration of electoral integrity and justice, accountability for electoral fraud, establish a criminal and civil liability for the individuals involved in falsifying electoral documents and processes. Professional class demands. Within 6 months, harmonize and address the demands of various professional groups with particular emphasis on teachers, doctors, nurses, judges, prosecutors, public servants, police officers, reservists, retirees, and victim compensation and apology. Issue a public apology and provide compensation to the victims and the families of the protesters, whether or not they were killed, who suffered from the shootings or other forms of violence during demonstrations. Compensations should be no less than 500,000 metcash. Additionally, provide scholarships for primary, secondary, and university education for minors and others affected by the demonstrations. Apology to the press. After a public apology to both national and international media for violations of fundamental rights, particularly regarding freedom of press and information that were curtailed by government entities, constitutional and state reform, financial, economic, and tax reform. Implement necessary reforms in these areas. Reform of electoral bodies. Revise the electoral legislations and bodies, including the discussion of the National Elections Commission (CNE) and the Technical Secretariat for Electoral Administration (STAA). Establish state accountability. Create a law governing state accountability and responsibilities of elected officials, separation of powers. Develop a law that ensures the separation and interdependence of sovereign bodies, including a model for appointing representatives of jurisdictional bodies. All right, now in this document that lists the agendas, what we are seeing here, the leader of Mozambique is now being a leader. What he is doing shows integrity and honor. And with that, he has just earned my respect. That is what real people do, real humane humans do. We're seeing them addressing the situation there. Now we're seeing them even offering maintenance in terms of education for those who would have been affected by this. Of course, at law, that should be by default.